Hey guys, welcome back to the Happy You. Perhaps you clicked this video because you're probably still hung up on your ex. They were the ones that got away, or maybe you just weren't ready for a breakup. But the fact of the matter is that they're gone now and it's time to move on. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do just that and finally get over them for good. So, if you're ready to take the first step towards a brighter future, continue watching until the end. Why moving on is difficult. Moving on after a relationship can be a challenging and emotional journey. When you've invested time and energy into a relationship, it's natural to feel a strong attachment to the person and the memories you've shared. Unfortunately, moving on is not always as straightforward as it seems. It can be difficult for several reasons. 1. Emotional attachment. When a relationship lasts for a significant amount of time, it's common to develop a deep emotional attachment to the person. The memories and experiences shared together can become woven into the fabric of our lives and become an important part of our identity. This attachment can make it difficult to let go and move on because we have to confront the reality of losing something that has been a significant part of our lives. The thought of losing these memories and the person can be painful and overwhelming, leading to strong emotions that make it difficult to move on. 2. Fear of being alone. The fear of being alone is a common reason why moving on can be difficult. The thought of starting over and facing life without the person we were in a relationship with can be daunting and scary. The fear of the unknown and the insecurity of navigating life as a single person can make it challenging to let go and move forward. This fear can also stem from the belief that finding love again may be difficult, leading to feelings of hopelessness and reluctance to move on. These fears and insecurities can make it challenging to face the reality of being single and can hold us back from fully healing and moving on. 3. Guilt. Feeling guilty after a relationship ends can make it difficult to move on. If the relationship ended on a negative note, such as through infidelity, conflict, or hurtful words, it's common to feel responsible for the breakup. This guilt can weigh heavy on our minds, leading to feelings of remorse and hindering the healing process. The guilt can make it challenging to let go of the relationship and move on because we are constantly reminded of our actions that led to the breakup. In these cases, it's important to work through the feelings of guilt and recognize that everyone makes mistakes, but it's possible to learn from them and move forward. 4. Hope for reconciliation. When we're deeply attached to someone and the memories we've shared, it's natural to hold on to the hope that the relationship can be repaired and restored. This hope can prevent closure and make it challenging to fully process the end of the relationship. When we're holding on to hope, it's easy to become stuck in a state of limbo, unable to fully move forward and heal. This hope can also lead to feelings of disappointment and frustration when reconciliation doesn't happen, making it even harder to move on. It's important to recognize when it's time to let go of hope for reconciliation and focus on moving forward and healing. Signs that you're still in love with your ex. Moving on from a relationship can be difficult, especially if you're still in love with your ex. Here are 5 signs that indicate that you may still have feelings for your former partner. 1. Thoughts of them consume your mind. If you find yourself constantly thinking about your ex and replaying memories, it may be a sign that you're still in love with them. This can manifest as frequently daydreaming about them, having conversations in your head with them, or constantly reliving past experiences you shared. These thoughts can be triggered by things such as seeing reminders of them, hearing a song that reminds you of them, or simply feeling lonely. This is a common experience after a breakup, but it's important to remember that time and self-care can help you eventually move on and find closure. 2. You compare everyone to them. If you find yourself comparing every new person you meet to your ex, it could be a sign that you're not completely over them. This could be because you're still harboring feelings for your ex and have not fully closed the door on the relationship. It's natural to compare new experiences and relationships to past ones, but when the comparison is always in favor of your ex, it may indicate that you're not ready to move on. This can make it difficult to form new connections and relationships, as you're constantly comparing new people to your ex and finding them lacking. 3. You stalk their social media. If you find yourself checking your ex's social media accounts frequently, it may indicate that you still have feelings for them. This could be because you're still curious about their life, or because you're hoping to see signs of them missing you or regretting the breakup. However, this behavior can be harmful and can prolong the healing process. 4. You still have strong physical and emotional reactions to them. If you still feel a strong physical and emotional reaction when you're around your ex or think about them, it's a sign that your feelings for them may not be completely gone. Remember, these signs may indicate that you're still in love with your ex. However, it's important to remember that everyone heals at their own pace, and moving on takes time. It's also important to prioritize your own well-being and not force yourself to move on before you're ready. How to get over someone you can't forget. Moving on in a relationship is easier said than done since it requires emotional strength to tackle and get rid of long-formed attachments. But remember, moving on is essential in a relationship. Your partner is not a bird that you can cage in your heart forever. Learn to let go so both of you can soar on your own journeys. So here's what you can do to get over your ex. 1. Take time to reflect. It's important to take some time to reflect on the relationship, both the good and the bad, before you try to move on with your life. Doing this can help you understand and accept what happened between you and your ex, allowing you to make peace with the situation and heal after the breakup. Try writing down your thoughts in a journal or talking it out with a friend or family member for extra support. 2. Avoid contact. To get over an ex, it's essential that you have some separation from them as well as their friends and family. Allowing yourself space from seeing and talking to them can help you better process your emotions without being reminded of the relationship itself. This includes avoiding social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, where they may still show up in certain feeds or stories. 3. Find ways to distract yourself. A great way to stop focusing on your former relationship is by finding activities that will keep your mind off of it entirely. Start by making a list of things that make you feel happier, such as going for a jog, watching movies or reading books, calling friends who will boost your mood, and committing to doing those activities regularly until feeling better becomes more natural for you again. 4. Create new experiences. Creating new experiences can be beneficial for getting over someone since it helps create distance from any painful memories associated with them in the past. Schedule outings with friends where you can explore different parts of the town together, or dedicate time every week for trying something new like cooking classes or even yoga. 5. Practice self-care. Being kinder to yourself during this challenging period should be at the top of your list when trying to get over an ex. Make sure that you're taking care of both your mental health as well as physical well-being by getting proper rest each night, eating nutritious foods throughout the day, and practicing stress-relieving exercises such as deep breathing techniques or listening to calming music. All of these are great ways for boosting mood significantly during this difficult transition period in life. 6. Seek closure. Seeking closure by having an open and honest conversation with your ex is an important step in the process of moving on. This conversation can help bring resolution to any lingering feelings or questions about the relationship and its end. During this conversation, it's important to be honest about your feelings and approach the situation with empathy and understanding toward your ex. This can help bring closure and peace to both parties involved and make it easier to move forward. You can't move on if you don't allow yourself to. There is no light at the end of the tunnel until you start forcing yourself to see it. Yes, it hurts and it doesn't seem fair. But love isn't always going to be easy and painless. You have to work for it like anything else in life worth having. Life goes on whether we want it to or not, so you might as well get moving too. Hit the subscribe button to be updated on videos like this one. And let us know in the comments section regarding your journey in moving on with someone you truly love. Just don't mention names. Thanks for watching and see you at the next one.